Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Sultan here with Sultan, who is going to do a quick video review with me of Ad-Duha's mini tafseer books, which we both really enjoy. And I'm going to ask him some questions about what he likes about them and walk you through so you can see what they're all about. So Sultan, what's your favorite parts of these books?
I like when the elephant didn't move when they tried to make him to destroy the Kaaba. His name is Mahmoud, and I also like the stories.
So you like the stories. So he is talking about in these books they usually give you the stories related to why the actual surahs were revealed. What are those stories called, Sultan?
Asbab and Nuzul. Why don't you read a story?
Okay, I'm not going to read it right now, but I'm going to walk through so that people can see. Is there anything else that you really like about these books?
People don't know.
Is there anything else that you like about the books besides the stories?
I don't know anything else I know about them.
Okay, so I'm just going to walk through now so you can see. They're usually, you can get them printed. These are the digital flip versions, and it would be nice to have them printed though, or you can get them for download them for PDF. I think the PDFs are only $2. The actual printed books are $4.95 a piece. I have bought the $2 PDFs, but really by the time you use up your ink to print them out, because they're pretty thick, you might as well just buy them if you're not going to sit in front of the computer and use them. But the good thing about it is it's meant to be a workbook, coloring book, so having them printed would be good. So I'm just going to walk you through. And it gives you some information, teaching tips.
Mommy,
They always tell you where the surah was revealed and some quick facts about it.
Can we please print it? Can I color the pictures, please?
Inshallah, maybe. Alright, so, and it tells you what is so special about the particular surah. It also gives you 5 vocabulary words picked out from each surah. And it gives you the Arabic with the tashkil, the transliteration, and the meaning. And then it always starts the same way with the isti'adah and the basmallah. And then there's usually an asbab and nuzul. If there's some surahs where there might not necessarily be a story behind the revelation, most of the ones that we've done so far do have the asbab and nuzul. I think that maybe only one, and I can't remember which one off the top of my head, only one didn't have it so far. And this is Sultan's favorite part, just hearing the stories behind the revelation. So he really enjoys that.
Read the story, please.
I'm not going to read it right now. I have to.
What?
This is about the Quraysh, Al-Qulays, the Kaaba, Abraha, the elephants. So this one is pretty long, involved story, because it's, historical, and it gives you really detailed version about Abraha, what his motives were, and
Abraha is the bad guy.
Yes, Abraha is the
just
bad
like Captain Hook.
Okay. So now it will go into, after the asbab and nuzul, it'll jump straight into the surah. And again, it has the translation, like the general translation you would see as an adult, the transliteration, the Arabic with the tashkil. If there were any vocabulary words, there'll be boxes around them so that they're highlighted. But the other good thing about these tafsir books is they also have, is very kid friendly. So you'll have your very, have you not considered how your Lord dealt with the companion of the elephant?
What do you mean by kids friendly?
Kid friendly means that it's written in a way that's easy for you to understand. Okay. Right? So when you read these, you understand it, right? You get it? You're not confused?
Does that mean if you don't speak, if you if you don't oh,
Speak what?
speak English. Is that how we speak? Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, it's not Spanish. So you can understand.
No, it's written in a way that an English speaker can understand. And I guess this would be a good time to point out,
Okay,
since Sultan is hijacking the conversation, that the materials are written for English-speaking parents to be able to teach their children without necessarily knowing a whole bunch of Arabic. Inshallah, though, with these short surahs, it's very easy to also find additional resources in terms of pronunciation and things like that. So what I was trying to say is that there's also like a kid-friendly tafsir, an explanation of each verse. So again, you'll see this ayat doesn't have any vocabulary words, but they will, you know, have usually on the left hand side you'll have just the standard translation, and on the right hand side you'll have the tafsir written in a way that's really easy to understand. And same thing here. So and then sometimes if the tafsir, like this one is stone, talks about stones of hard clay. And so the question is, how can birds destroy an army? So this one goes more than one page, and then you'll see it'll have like a coloring page if there's something that's like really sticks out or to be highlighted. And this is what I was saying in terms of printing it so that they can color. This particular surah doesn't really seem to have a lot of coloring pages, but some of them have a lot more. You'll see.
What's that one?
This is corn stalks.
What does Allah and Muhammad and all
Sallallahu
and all the Muslims in Mecca and the Quran have to do with corn stalks?
Well, it says after the birds attacked the army with the stones, the army looked like cornfield that has been eaten up. So this is an example of a cornfield that's been kind of like eaten up or stomped through. It looks wrecked. So that's what they're saying the army looked like after the birds attacked the army. Okay?
So the army turned into corn?
They didn't turn into corn. It was just an example of what it might look like, so you can get a picture in your head. Okay, let me finish. This is a longer video than I anticipated. Anyway, mashallah. So at the end of the tafsir, there'll always be a wrap-up, like summary.
But Mommy, this is long.
I know it's long because you keep interrupting. And then there'll be a review with questions and answers. And then there's always notes. So you'll see, you can see exactly where the information came from, what hadiths were used, what tafsir was used in making the tafsir kid friendly. She provides all the references and even more information for the parents so that you know that you're really using materials that were well written, and you'll see most of the time the bibliography is gonna be the tafsir by Ibn Kathir, Bukhari, Muslim, the Quran. So you know that she's using materials that are really good, for lack of a better word. Okay, I'm just trying to wrap this video because someone's over here making all types of noises. But anyway, inshallah you found that helpful. Again, I'm always pointing people to these, and I know sometimes if you haven't seen it for yourself and you might have had a hard time, I'll walk you really quickly through how to find them. So if you go to home, this is the Ad-Duha home page. you're going to want to go to printed books, digital library. And then your Tafseer books are going to be in level A, LP, which is kind of the kindergarten pre-K, and level A. So here's where you'll find the Tafseer. So here's like Surah Al-Fatiha, so Surah Al-Quraysh. And this is all Juz Amma. And then so you're working backwards. And this is Surah Al-Fil through Surah Al-Balad. Alright, that's it. So now you know where to find them, inshallah, and you know what they're all about. Inshallah, you'll use them and find them helpful. You can leave a comment below the video. If you had any other questions or anything to say, if you've tried it, I'd love to hear about it. Alright, Assalamu alaikum. You want to say Assalamu alaikum?
Alaikum salam.
No, not wa alaikum salam. You're saying Assalamu alaikum because we're talking to other people.
Assalamu alaikum. I could say bye.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum.